Kubor ka Batisi TV, Lawan Rashapi da ka Frank Motors. I am Tata Punch, price starting at 5.80 lakhs. Ringkat bat ka net foodish, ordar mapi, nginwan ra amangi, hakir dobyeng jongpi.
Menteri Rangba ka Jelau Konrad Kongkal Sangma, ulapan bena bo Pynrung ya ka Thomas Jones Synod College Jowai, haka Thup Jong ka People's College, Jong ka Sarkar Jela, bat ya kini ulapan bena haka jingra ki dap arsan snem Jong kini ka college. Haka ni ka juk sengiu Konrad la pleru ya ka Science Block Jong kini ka college, kat bau menteri katnat puli puthi ba lak men remboi pan, ula pelat ba ya ka souvenir Silver Jubilee Jong kini ka college. Sedang ningkong ya kini college haka santri unai lar kat kendai sepak kendai penyo kum ka college janmiet hak wala plie da usal sengsi marang belalong menteri Rangba haka tu kapor bat hadian laisnam lasdang ban penlong kelas no mensengi kani ka college menta ka aji kai ha borok lightly stream kata ka science arts but commerce bat kalayo B grade na ka NAAC.
Is a painting of the college building, which is painted by our very own Sir Herman Noplo.
College, if I have not studied from here, but the love and affection which I get from the teachers and even from the student, so I feel very close. Even in I was reading just 1-2 days in the news that Tiang Nang Ba Government College is unable to accept all the students who is seeking for the admission. So, I would like to request from our Honorable Chief Minister and as well from our Education Minister to please, if possible, to provide assistance to the Thomas Jones Synod College so they will be able to expand, or so they will be able, even here also they can accept the student. Honorable Chief Minister and Honorable Education Minister to please consider Thomas Jones Synod College, as I have been asking from time to time in Assembly, to consider it whether it is as a community college or people choice college or in the form of grant in aid. So to enable them to continue their good work in imparting quality education to the student of the district and the state as a whole.
In improving education in the state, we are addressing both quality, we are addressing both infrastructure, we are addressing also the trained teachers and also accessibility to different parts of the state. That's why we are lucky in our district, in our Jaintia region, we have 3 people's college approved in a very short span of time. And we will do more. We will do more. But education is not a very, the subject itself is not very easy. Everybody understand it, but they didn't want to speak about it. We have near about 60,000 teachers from primary till college level who are government or aided. And if we take about the ratio of the teachers per citizen, we have about 36 lakh population and we have about 60,000 teachers. That means 1 into 60, 1 teachers into 60 population, not student. But why we are still lagging behind? Whom to blame? The question is whom to blame? Blaming somebody is the easiest way of shying the responsibility. We are not shying away from responsibility. We are trying to address the issue. And sometimes by addressing the issue, we please somebody and we hurt somebody because you cannot please all. But some steps have to be taken. If we have to move forward, we have to give some step in the right direction, which we have to do. So that's why people are saying why the government is constructing schools everywhere. Why they renovate Conrad K. Sama sanctioned more than 100 crore to construct primary school in the state. You know very well about thousands of primary school in the state where, and we know the service given by the Thomas Jone. And we know the new education policy have come up. We have our state education policy, then after that we have the national education policy come. We'll try to combine both. And we know what is I think every principal should study, every governing body member should study the new education policy. So what is the thing to be done? And how to improve education? Don't try to leave it only at hand of the government. We have to share the responsibility. And now, just the other day, Dr. Dharmendra Pradhan has announced that help from the government will be only to those colleges who have a NAAC accreditation. I'm very happy that Thomas Jone is one of them. They have a NAAC accreditation. I used to tell since the day one that NAAC is the most important. For the last 50 years, more than 50 years, the Kiam Nongba have been established. Just this time, it got a NAAC accreditation. Why? The question is why? Why in this government, NAAC, SORA, TURA, they got NAAC accreditation? Means we are moving in right direction. So that's why we need to share the responsibility. We need to share the ideas so that we could improve. And now, the new education policy talk about skills. So as the college, you have to play a very important role. How? To groom the skills of the children, of the student, so that they will be a good citizen. And good, not only good, but they could stand on their own feet. That is a very, very important. I'm very happy. The schemes which implemented in this college, whether from Donna, whether from Rusa, they are implementing, successfully. That's why I told we will try to do more. Today on the 5th of August 2022, I'm releasing the Silver Jubilee souvenir of Thomas June Synod College, Jowai, titled The Journey, Gratitude and Hope. Thank you.
To engage with the youth, to understand what your concerns are, and to create the right ecosystem and policies to be able to allow you to follow your dreams and passions. And without engaging with you and without understanding what it is that you want to do, we can't expect to make policies that will actually help and facilitate all the programs that you may have in your mind. And hence, this engagement is very important. I call the youth as our strength. And it is the responsibility of the society, the government, to create the right environment to be able to direct your energy, channelize your energy for the right things. And that is the third reason why I always want to be with the youth and connect, because I realize the importance that the youth has. In the last 4 years, we have been extremely focused, I should say, on the youth. And a lot of people don't understand because they're not aware of how we're moving forward. But while we talk of youth, as soon as we came into the government, we realized that for the past 50 years, we did not have a policy to guide us in education. And hence this government created and made an education policy. Because without a policy, you don't know where you're going to go. You have to always remember that in anything you do in life, and in fact in work, and especially for governance, few things we should keep in mind. First is where we are. We know where we are. Then we need to have a vision to know where we want to get. So we are here today and we want to get up here tomorrow. And it is the policy that we create that is going to take the reality of where we are today into consideration and make the policies and guide the system to be able to help us reach there. Meghalaya did not have that kind of a guiding policy for education for the last 50 years. Another policy which we created, which was very important, was the sports policy, again related to the youth. Another important policy we created was the youth policy. And all of these policies are not working in silos. They're all connected. And as a government, we've always believed that we need to see the big picture. It's not about implementing schemes, I keep repeating, to all my colleagues and officials. The objective is to ensure that we meet the goal and the vision that we have. Like I tell my health officials, that in the last 4 years, Meghalaya, from a ranking of 34, we were the bottom ranked in vaccination. Last, the worst performing state in vaccination of children. And today, we are the second best. We are ranked number 2 in vaccination for children. So in a matter of 3.5, 4 years, from rank 34, we reached rank 2. It was never there before. It came out in this last 4 years. Through the youth policy, we realized that our youth, though they are very intelligent, they are as good as any other youth in any other part of the country. But we realized that somewhere they needed a little bit of nudge. They needed a little bit of push. They needed a bit of confidence building. And that's why we came out with a program called Aspire. And through this Aspire program, thousands of youth today are getting soft skill training in different campuses. I think they must have come to Jowai and to Thomas Jones also. And their idea is to build up your confidence. You already have the qualities. They are simply polishing you to become better. We had programs like the Prime program, which we realized that a lot of you want to do your own business. You want to be entrepreneurs. You're funding them to perform in different areas and venues and locations throughout the state, especially tourist locations. So it is becoming like a calendar event where in different weeks, in different locations, different bands, musicians are performing. Important and most defining moment of your life. You may not realize it, but you will realize it once you are at our age. Because there will be choices you make in your life at this point, which will determine the course of your life's journey in the next 40, 50, 60, 70 years. So remember, the decisions you make today are going to be crucial for your life in the future. And one of the most crucial decisions, I should say, you'll be making during this time. And hence, you should not rush into it, and you should ensure that you choose carefully. Whether it is what you want to do in life, whether it's about enjoyment, whether it's about social, evils that are there. It's so easy today to get distracted in today's world. And whether it's substance abuse, whether it's different kind of immoral activities that are there. I think as a youth, you need to realize that a moment's pleasure and a moment of fun is something that may destroy your life forever in the future. Hence, you need to be in the right direction and make the right choices at this point in time. That it is very, very important to listen to your heart. I tell people that the most difficult decisions to make in life are the ones where the conflict is there between your heart and your mind. And a lot of people have different opinions about it. A lot of debate takes place. But I tell you, at the end, you should follow your heart. Because the logic that the mind may show you, at one point if it becomes illogical, then you just stop. Passion was there, you will never give up. And therefore it's very important to follow your heart, follow your passion, so that you know where you're going, and you also are ready for the challenges that you will have to face because of the decision you make, and you will never give up because that's what you believe in. And I think if you can keep these few things that I'm telling you today in your mind, I think it's going to make a great difference in what will happen in the years to come. Chalk out your plan for the next 25 years. I've always told any organization or any meeting that I go to, never have small goals. Your goals should be big goals. You may not achieve them, but if you set your standards low, then you're already achieving lesser than what maybe you can. I tell people that today we had 50 years of Meghalaya statehood. I'm thinking of how Meghalaya should be at 75, 100 and even at 200. And therefore I don't like to compromise on a lot of things. A lot of people have, spoken to us, told us these border issues have been taken up, tried to politicize these issues. My cabinet colleagues and we were firm. We said that this moment where we are here to be able to resolve an issue, a complex issue like the border issue, we are getting a chance to actually do it. I don't want to look back after 25 years and regret that we did not take that opportunity and go ahead and resolve it. Never a perfect solution, but we did the best we could, and we are very happy with what has come out, and we are hopeful that in the coming months and years, we will try our best to find a complete solution to even the areas in Block 1 and Block 2 and all the other Kanduli, PCR area also. We are hopeful that we'll work towards it. It's not a simple subject. We can't say that we'll be finished today or tomorrow, but we are in the process of moving in the right direction, as what was mentioned by the Honorable Home Minister, Education Minister. Even in the issues of different kind of, insurgency issues we're having, we are moving forward. Different kind of issues that plague the state and were issues pending for the longest time. It is this government that has decided, knowing the different challenges that could be there, knowing the political ramifications that could be there, we kept the interest of our state and our people in front beyond even our political interest. because we feel that we have been given this opportunity by God to do something and not to just sit back and play politics. And therefore, you're seeing that so many areas we are doing our best, and we're hopeful that we will be able to achieve a lot of things in this years and the 5 years, last 4.5 years we have done. But while I say that, we are not saying that, claiming that we have done everything. There's a lot more to be done. A lot of challenges are there. Map for the next 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, and what is it that you'd like to see Thomas Jones College in the 50 years or the Golden Jubilee celebration, which will be happening after 25 years. We may not be there, but then at least we know that we laid the foundation for it. And I would like to urge the Thomas Jones Synod College to look into this and plan for the future. I also would like to thank our Honorable MLA. If I were to count top 3 ranking MLAs who come to my office, definitely Mr. Wailad Mikishila will be in the top 3. And he always comes for issues of the constituency and of the people, and very focused in what he wants to do. And I thank him for having taken the initiative of inviting me here. Today, Jowai is, is really, there are a lot of things that are happening, and of course a lot of things need to be done. But just to share a few things with you, that just recently we have tendered out the internal road project through World Bank amounting to 26 crores for Jowai town. So this is under the Smart Town project, and the tender has already been floated, work has already been allotted. We expect the work for the internal roads, about 26 crores, to start very soon. We have also sanctioned the 12 crore under the Smart Town project for the beautification of certain sections. So it will not be full Jowai beautification, but certain junctions and certain areas. The beautification project of 12 crores has been sanctioned and work allotted. We expect the work to start anytime soon. We've also sanctioned the mini secretariat, which I have always promised, and 20 crores has been approved for that. We're hopeful that we'll be able to start the work within the next couple of months. We're also very happy that from the tourism department under the NDB project, which is the new development project in Mukla area, a tourism circuit of approximately 30 crores has been approved by the tourism department, and work for that also should start very, very soon. We have also started small works like the circuit house improvement and also the higher secondary school buildings. Different education buildings have also been approved, and work in some of them have started, and in others they will start very soon. I'm also happy to inform you that we have put up the proposal for the road linkage between Shillong and Jowai. Certain patches are in very bad condition, as you're aware, and because of the rain, they have been damaged even more. And therefore, we have submitted, and we have got in principle approval from National Highway Government of India for the overall improvement of the entire Shillong-Jowai section. And we are hopeful that very soon we'll be able to get the clearance and sanction and allot the work. And we hope that within this working season of September, October, November, we should be able to start the repair and proper maintenance of the Shillong-Jowai road also. We are also happy to inform you that this post for the MCH also have been sanctioned, and we are hopeful that very soon we will be coming again to inaugurate that officially and to start the MCH. And apart from that, there are many other projects that are there that we have taken up in Jowai area and overall in Gente Hills also. But the list will be too long for me to go through each and every one. But we have seen that a lot of work has happened, and the Honorable MLA has been very, very particular in all of this. So I thank him for all his hard work and also for his continuous pressure. I can't tell you, he doesn't talk much, but he'll keep sitting in my office and not leave my office. And I'll keep doing my work, and I'm signing the files. I look up and I see him and he's smiling at me. Then I know what he's trying to say. Then I get back to my work. Then again, 15 minutes later, he's still sitting there smiling. So that's how patient and persistent he is. And it's because of his patience and persistence, the Honorable Minister of Education and myself, we had a number of meetings on this issue. And I'm happy to inform you that we will be taking up a second phase of People's College in the whole state of Meghalaya. And definitely Thomas Jones will be in that list for the People's College. So the Honorable Education Minister and myself have reviewed it, and we strongly feel that this college deserves it. We can't put a time frame to it right now because we are still working on many other areas, and we feel that these are the areas that require support. Higher technical education does not have the kind of support that we require in the whole state, and therefore we are very keen to see that a lot of areas which are, I shouldn't say neglected, but do not have sufficient avenues for the youngsters, we are very keen to ensure that those areas also are covered, and hence we are not putting a time frame, but I can tell you that in the list that will come out, the second phase of People's College, Thomas Jones College, Synod College will be there in that list. This is something that the Education Minister also has approved, and we also at the CM Secretariat, I also have approved it, and accordingly we'll be taking up when we take up the whole list together.
Udah, saya sedih nih,